I want to model yet another isometric or cutaway house, and I'll provide a link for this image if it's still available in case you want to follow along. I'm choosing this because I just find it a really cute little diagram, and I also think that it might be reasonable for people that are somewhat new to Blender to model some kind of simple objects. It'll still take some work, but and then we'll see what this looks like in 3D. So if you're interested in this, this will be a multi-part video series on making this. We're going to start by making a single room with a window, and we're going to copy that down to here, and then we'll do that for the other ones as well. Okay, some of them are in the same orientation, and some of them are different orientations, and then a different one there. Okay, so I'm in Blender 2.79. I do have 2.8, but I'm comfortable in 2.79, and so that's what we're going to stick with for now. I'm going to switch over to Cycles Render, and my screencast keys are on, and I'm going to hit A and select everything and delete it. I'm just going to hit 7 and 5 to look from top view. It's not really important. Shift A, Mesh, Plane, bring in Plane. I'm going to look from the front so I can go into edit mode. I'm just using a pie menu for that, but you can of course come down here and do that. With it selected, I'm going to hit E to extrude, and I'm going to give it some thickness like this. Doesn't really matter how much thickness. The only thing is we're going to be making a window, like I said, and putting in a little frame, so you want it a little bit thick so you could slide a frame back there. So just do whatever. Deselect, go back into object mode. Okay, so that could be my floor here. So let's turn on snapping, click that little horseshoe and this, and choose edge. So we'll build the walls and we'll snap it together. So Shift D, rotate X 90, and I'm going to slide this back, and it might, jump around a little bit. Just slide it back and slide it around, and put your mouse over the edge you want it to try and snap to, and it may behave a little funny, but we'll eventually get it snapped in to place, so in all the different directions until it does what you want it to do, and it's not doing that yet. So just look in different angles. And then now I do want it to snap to the bottom edge of this floor, not the top edge, so that it's coming down like that. I'm going to go ahead and do the other wall. Shift D, rotate Z 90, and we'll get the 3 walls in place. And then we'll see. Oh no, we're not scaling like that yet. So it looks all snapped. So let's save for that. So that would be like the top room. Now there's a window there, and so I think what I'm going to do is use a similar technique. Let's just go. No, let's not do that yet. Let's take all of this and Control J, join it into one object. Snapping is still on. Let's position these. Shift D. Let's make the next level down. We'll make the windows in a bit, but we'll make them all the same size. I'll show you. What are you doing? So just in the different directions. Is that where I want that? Yeah. Okay, come down one lower, I guess. Just push it out, and then start, if you push it out past where you want it and then bring it back, I find it works best. So is that how it goes? Dook, 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 like that. Okay, this one, another one of these guys for this level here. Get it there. And bring it back. Click them into place. Everything's looking good. Okay, so we got that. Bring you down. Did you go in? Yeah, you did, didn't you? Oh, come on. actually, am I doing this right? I have that little, yeah, right? A little space in there. Okay, so far so good. Now, here's what I was thinking. So these are all separate. Let's turn off snapping. Okay, so to get the windows the same, I'm going to come in here, and on this wall, I'm going to go Control R, roll my mouse up like that, and I'm going to I want to scale this out a little bit. I do, and I'm going to want to scale it out the same. So I'm going to go SX 1.2. All right, just remember that, and I'm going to go Control R, and this way, I'm going to go SZ 1.4. How about that? So as you know, 1.2 and 1.4. Yeah, that's probably okay. Let's just leave it at that before we forget. This way, SX 1.2. Two edge loops like this. SZ 1.4. This one. SX 1.2. SZ 1.4. Okay. SX 1.2. SZ 1.4. And on this one, it's going to be SY 1.2. That high school math comes in handy. SZ 1.4. And this last piece is different. All right, cool. So let's go back in here and in face selection, right? Click that face and this face and Control E, bridge edge loops. And hey, we got a window. Let's do that for all these. Select the front face and the back face and Control E, bridge edge loops. And we get all the same size windows. Bridge. Captain the bridge. Not that one. This one. Control E. Bridge edge loops. And this guy. Yes, this guy. Fantastic. And you are different. So we just make something small. Now it looks a little bit like there's room for the refrigerator here, and this end is so narrower, and this end is wider for where we put the window. So let's just do whatever you want to do. We can move these, so just roll your mouse. Oops, actually get an edge loop in there. Click, and then you can just sort of pull them like that. Now let's see what I want to fit in there. I want to fit in those cabinets. They won't be too wide, but this window also is. You know, it almost looks like the same width, doesn't it? But no, it's going to be smaller. So I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to roll my mouse up like that, and just keep coming back to this. It probably is roughly the same height up and down, to use the scientific terms. On the other hand, I feel like it's got to go up a little bit. And I also feel like that's a little bit big. But on the other hand, if I select those, it's good enough. What am I doing? Control E, bridge edge loops. That'll be my kitchen window there. And then if I have the cabinet there, it doesn't have to be a lot of room in between. And like I say, I could move this over if I really wanted to. It takes a little bit of work, but let's go N and under display, uncheck grid floor. Yeah, that's our basic shell for our rooms, and then we'll come back and we'll start modeling other stuff. So, yeah, see you in a bit.